Hello there, my name is Ishtari, and last week I said this.
I'll probably end up getting tier 7 to try and give myself just a little bit more damage before taking on Hellware or other bosses again.
So here I am. I have got some Slayer tasks to complete, and I'm also going to do hunting. Those are the only two that I've figured out so far. I'm sure that I have many, many more that I'm going to be able to do. So, let's get this started and kill some dragons. I do need their bones after all, and it's my task. And there is the next Slayer task done. 80 points. Not bad at all. There are more Slayer tasks, I'm pretty sure. Let me take a look here. Oh, and you all can't actually see everything. So I can go off to Shiloh Village to get a Slayer task from that. There are 75, and I believe that I thought there was a 51, but there's not by the looks of it. But I am going to go ahead and get the hunter tasks out of the way because they are plentiful. And I want to go ahead and knock those out. And there are 2 Slayer tasks. I just realized that I had it on requirements not met. Oh well. That's fine. I've probably got almost 10 hunter tasks that I can do. So let's knock those out really quick. This one is hunter adjacent. Boy, that one looks kind of silly, huh? Then there's this one, a very easy one. But I wanted to get it out of the way. Getting close to Mithril as well. Not sure why I was getting double for this one, but every single one of them gave me double on the total amount, which is a bit weird. While I'm here, I want to finally knock out this Snelm. There we go. Another one that I should have knocked out quite a while ago, but didn't. May as well get it out of the way while I'm here as well, because, you know, I need all the points that I can get at this point. It feels like I've never actually caught these guys, and I never ever will again. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? That's an interesting spell. I've never actually used it before. Now I've got to catch some more though, so I guess I can stop with the spell. That's interesting. I thought I got the spell last time and not just catching them. But that is all taken care of. On to the next one, which will be Red Chins, I guess, unless I find a Spirit Impling first. I haven't come across one quite yet. Not since I've been able to catch them, at least. Now those I have caught before. I don't mind catching those. So are salamanders just bugged for this? Because this one also counts as 2 each. Progress, which is a little bit weird, but that's done with. I can go do Grinwalls now. Okay, I'll do those now. So not sure why it didn't record, but I just picked up the Grinwalls task, and I also got into Mithril Leagues, which is very nice. Still got about 2,000 points left to go until tier 7 though, so time to start figuring out what else I can do. I got a few associated with Elder Logs, so I'll start with this Drainer one, which should, or not Drainer, Edgeville one, which should also get me a 200 pointer. That'll be 280 points. And then I've got to go back to Isfidar and Chop 25 logs there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got that. And then, like I said, Tirnoon, Isifdar, wherever it's at exactly. Then I can burn some logs and then make some bows and also make arrow shafts from the logs. There we go. There's that one. Off to Tirnoon again. There's that one taken care of. And I can also burn some logs, make the arrows and the short bows. But I'm going to go ahead and finish off this this tree real quick just to give myself as much wood to work with as I can. Knock it out all at once. Easy peasy. Now to figure out what those 900 points are going to come from. Like I can do this one, and that'll give me 2, or should. Yep. There's also this one, which I've already tried to get, but I didn't have the right weapon, so, you know, I had to come back, and here I am again. Now I need to get some swamp tar for a bullseye lantern. There is that. Haven't been here in a while. Another easy one to take care of. And there is that taken care of. Was trying to do the advanced portions of the course and saw that. So I may as well finish that up. There's that taken care of. Got 570 more points. It's also time to do Herbie Werby again. So I haven't been focusing on that the past couple weeks, but I've been kind of doing it. And that means that'll give me a 30.1 out of the way. I might be able to do my player lodge. I don't know. I'm going to go back to the main city of Orthan, I guess, and see what's up. Looks like that's a yes. So go ahead and build that. Already said it, but this is definitely something that I'm going to have to do in the main game at some point. Got a few that I can handle here. That one. And that one, and that one. I've been eyeing this one all day, basically. I had to get some levels for this one, but not too many, at least. Got some rather easy ones that I can knock out up here, like that. This took a little while to get. And I guess I have to complete, or at least do Fremenic or Isles up to a point. So, I guess I'll do that. There's that one. Now, I can get an unchecked yak from these guys, but boy, is it a long shot. 1 in 3,000. It's possible, but I might be here for a little while. It took a while. But there we go. So I'm not going to go ahead and finish off that quest. I got to the part where I needed to just to get to the yaks. There is a 30-point task associated with the Helm of Neatiznot, which you have to complete the quest to get. But no. I've got 3 God Wars tasks that I can actually do to just go ahead and get this out of the way. I only need to do 2 of them though, so that'll be Bandos and Ziliana, or Gardor and Ziliana rather. And unfortunately, I do not have protection items, so hopefully this goes better than I think it will, given by what happened the last time I did any bit of God Wars without protection, but I guess we'll see. If I can get in there fairly healthily, then I should be fine. Luckily, they're missing a lot right now. Or if I can even get my hands on, wow, I'm stupid. or if I can get my hands on some War Priest. Both of those are very nice options to handle it, but I guess the only thing that I can really do is just get in there and figure it out, you know? Oh boy, I don't even have the right spell book equipped, so off to Prothinus. Get that resolved because I don't have that unlocked quite yet. And we're back. I got Sir Ottoman's frozen key piece, but unfortunately it seems like I was right. I cannot even get to the door, which kind of sucks. I can, however, make an a holy symbol, which will allow me to at least take care of the Sir Ottoman camp. I have nothing to help me out on Bandos or Armadillo. Problem solved. Like I said, I don't really have anything to help out on the other two. Guess that I could maybe do a some clue scrolls and hope I get lucky, but I wouldn't count on my luck, you know. Well, there is Ziliana taken care of. I think I'm gonna just kind of work around the edges and see if I can't pick up enough kills on these guys on the on the outer edges before just barging into their home turf. That might be able to do it, but I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see, because at least if I'm in the center, I can run back to where it's safe, you know, wearing my holy symbol and my garb of subjugation, or my just subjugation armor in general. And maybe that might be able to make me last. And then I can just hop in there and hopefully get to the door before I die. Or lose too much food, you know? Of course, I'll need to kill at least one of the men in there to, or one of the fighters in there to get my hands on that key piece. Oh boy. Can I even defeat orcs yet? I don't think I can. Oh yes, I can. I think they have a Slayer level attached to them. I could be wrong about that though. Time for the mad dash over to that big door. Still got most of my food though, so should be good. Shouldn't have any issues here at Drawer Door. Oh yeah, he's really easy. He always is the easiest one. Alright, and there we go. Tier 7 is unlocked. How beautiful is that? Now it's time to choose the relic. And I know what relic I want. I've been wanting it basically the whole time. It's the only relic that I was kinda sure about. Outside of maybe Perfection and Crit Happens. And that is Ascension. So let's go ahead and activate that. Last relic. Beautiful. And that means I can just head right back there and not be bothered by anything, I believe. I certainly hope that's how it works. because I need to pick up those last 2 key pieces. I didn't pick up the Bandos one while I was there. And I need to head over to Krill, or Kree, not Krill. And, knock out a kill. Just one, at least. I already got all the 250 that I need from, Krill, which was kind of annoying. Let's see. Huh. These guys bother me. That's not fun. I guess you can't, win it all, right? Sure would have been nice if they would do the protection. Well, that is helpful. Got a piece of War Priest. So at least they won't bother me anymore. Although, I am mildly irritated by not already getting the key piece. I can't believe it's taking me this long. Every other one was in the first few kills. I picked up another piece of War Priest before getting the key piece. This is turning out a bit ridiculous in my books. I'm actually a little bit surprised that it's taking me this long. However, everything except the spiritual mages that I can attack are just melting like butter, basically. Which is nice to see. Actually, it turns out that I'm retarded. It doesn't show up in the area loot. And it doesn't always trigger a response from the loot beam. So that's nice to know. Now, if I just sit here and camp these guys, I should be able to get my hands on a piece of War Priest fairly quickly. There's 20 mil magic, and if I can get my hands on a piece of War Priest, well, that's protection right there. This is actually how I had to take on fighting the Aviancy, like when I first came to God War's dungeon. Get task, and I don't want to skip the task, so I would just come into this corner where it's somewhat safe and slowly knock the task out, because I could not kill things worth a damn back then. Actually, you can't obtain those pieces from over here, so I guess I'll stand right at this edge. It's not quite as crowded as it is over in the other areas. So maybe, except for that spiritual mage that I can't attack, let's go try and handle Kree. Shouldn't be much of an issue, even though he's range and I'm magic and all that. But there's all the key pieces of this. I'm glad that I got those out of the way. Now when I come to take on next, I don't have to grind them out. So, let's see here. I absolutely need to be praying range for this thing. Yeah, type advantage doesn't matter much right now. Taken care of. So I can get out of here for now. Needed this so that I could do the frozen key. Take care of that. And back to Hellweir, I guess. Damage here is much higher. also picked up both pieces of the dormant core armor, or at least the top and bottom. Those aren't important, but I figured I'd show this one since it's been a while since the last update. So I've been taking a little bit of a break from Hellweir to actually work on getting 95 prayer so that I could, unlock Torment. And I've got that now, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish off these cleansing crystals because, why not? I've gotten a few items from Hellweir since my last update. Mostly Serenic Essence and dormant animal core items. Neither of which I really care about because I just want the wand and the orb so that I can head off to Nex and maybe Carapac and try to get like the top of the line, best in slot items that I can possibly get so that I can take on Zuck. Of course, that excludes the cape that you get from Zuck, or the ability to craft a cape from Zuck, which you need to defeat Zuck to actually gain access to. Not entirely sure that I'm going to continue next week. I'm still trying to figure that out. There are only 2 weeks left in the League's event, so maybe I'll just finish off those last 2 weeks. Maybe. And there is 99. I figured I may as well get it out of the way while I'm here, There we go. The first item that I actually need from this guy. Freaking awesome. Took a little while, but, that's how luck goes typically, especially for me. Glad to see it, though. Both of them on the same night. I am done with this grind. Need to perk it out and get better perks on my armor, though, probably. So that's the next step. And then I'll be heading off to Nex, but that might be next week. We'll see how much time I have left, because it's technically Friday right now, and I won't have that much time to get stuff done today, so, but we'll see. We'll see if I can squeeze in a couple attempts at Nex. Although, looking at it, I'm not quite done, with Hellweir. I need to be able to get to this to unlock Illujonkin components. So I was planning on going off to Nex instead of trying to grind out all the reputation that I would need. I would need to kill Hellweir twice as many times at least as I have already to be able to get the reputation. And Nex is immune to magic, or at least her bodyguards are. I've made it to all my goals. In fact, I've made it beyond what my goal was, which was just to get tier 5. So, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I think I'm done with leagues. I've had a lot of fun, but if I can't really progress much further without going out of my way to get into ranged gear or something, and also unlocking overloads and making those, then I'm not sure that there's much of a reason for me to be here anymore. I've got actual gains to get in the main game after all. That will do it for this episode and do it for this series. I might be taking a break next week because we've got a bunch going on. It's also Halloween week, We'll see about that. Not entirely sure quite yet. But if I do, I will post it on here, YouTube, and also on my X. If you like this episode, feel free to give it a like, or if you felt the opposite way, you can do that as well. While you're down there, why not comment or even possibly subscribe? I'm trying to get to 500 subs. Still quite a ways away, but that is the goal after all. So until next time, happy games.
Bye, have a great time.